Hello! Had a great question on Facebook today about eating and nutrition. So I thought, what better time to answer that than while I'm making dinner for my family. You may hear some of my helpers in the background. One is right here playing with slime, and the other are in there. I think one's playing a Nintendo Switch, one's playing on a phone, enjoying the last days of winter break. I'm enjoying the last days of winter break. But the question was, what do we do when others in our family don't want to eat the way we do, or like non-healthy foods, aren't completely on board? And I think a lot of us struggle with that. When we embark on a new nutrition program or trying to get ourselves healthy, we sometimes run into hurdles. We run into hurdles where, people might not be completely on board. They might bring a box of donuts to the office party, but then give you a hard time when you're eating red meat and not eating that super palatable donut, right? It's hard for other people to be completely on board until it's their decision. So what do? How do we combat that, right? How do we either get them on board or get through that? This particular question was really talking about kids and the teenagers that don't always follow and follow the line, I guess. To that, there's really three options, or three answers, three ways to do it. I like to approach every problem or issue or opportunity with three ways to combat that. Right? One of the first ways that I like to look at this is, number one, we need to stop looking at food as healthy and non-healthy. Food is food, okay? Food is delicious. Food is great, okay? So from a mental standpoint, let's not look at food as being healthy and non-healthy, okay? I think most of us could look at a donut and a piece of broccoli and understand that we are going to get probably more benefit from the broccoli, right? I will help you. You can call me in just a minute, okay? Deal?
I'll go Monkey and Pop and put them in there.
Perfect. So let's be careful with labeling food one way or the other, okay? So that's number one. Definitely need to do that. Instinctively, we know what we should be eating, but let's not label it as such, okay? Number two, especially with kids or with spouses, have them help you. Incorporate them into the cooking. I know with my kids, and they're 8, they're 5, this one's 2.5. If I involve them with my cooking and have them help me either pick the food out or help me chop something up or put it in the pan, much more likely to eat it, okay? Much more likely to eat it. So that's another way we can combat that. Other way, okay, is, they want to eat terrible, terrible food. Sometimes that's going to happen. We can't be perfect all the time, okay? And if you strive to be perfect all the time, it's not going to happen. You're going to beat yourself up, and then what happens? You start that spiral. We don't want to spiral. So instead of freaking out about 1 or 2 times, make them a deal, or tell them, hey, look, I will eat this, we'll cook this, and I'll take it the next day as leftovers, because we don't want to waste food, and we want to be we want to be strategic with utilizing our money for what we're eating. We don't want to waste money by throwing things away. Just say, hey, look, I'll make you a deal. All right, I am trying to improve my health. So fried chicken isn't the best option for me, but that's okay. I know you like it. So I'll make you a deal. We'll eat it one night this week. If you will eat how I want to eat the other nights of the week. And truth be told, you could take fried chicken, and I'm just using that as an example, take the skin off and eat the chicken. It's fine. Heck, if you eat fried chicken once or twice a week, I'm not mad about that. Okay? Now let's throw another option on there because I'm thinking of them as we go. If they're wanting to pig out on chips and salsa and the bread that comes, or maybe you got bread at home and easy to overeat on that kind of stuff. Let's focus on the protein first. Okay, whatever kind of protein that might be, eat that first. Take that with you the next day. Okay, you don't have to take everything the next day. Try some stuff like that as you're making these meals. Okay, so try some of those, and I will help you in just a second. Okay.
Okay.
Try some of those. See if those work. See if those help. My favorite, like I said, include them. Involve them in cooking. Have them plan the meal. Give them some criteria. It needs to have this. It needs to have this. Right? It needs to have a good protein source, and it needs to have some vegetables. And you figure out, especially teenagers, you figure out what to make. And you make the food. You do it. See what happens. 1 or 2 nights a week, if you have pizza or something like that, that's okay. It's not going to completely derail your progress. Have 1 piece maybe, right? Instead of 4. I hope that helps. Got a little long, but that's okay. I hope you have a great night leading into the weekend. I hope the weekend's great. I'm making tonight, and I'm making burrito zoodles. So I just chopped some onions kind of as I was talking. I've got cherry tomatoes, ground beef, corn, black beans, some zucchini noodles. I went ahead and just bought them already spiralized. Try that out when I've got the kids around and let them go to the store with me. So I practice this stuff too, and I'll let them help me make all of this. Try that out, see if that helps. I'll talk to you later.